Hello and welcome to Gartenseile. Today we're going to talk about a really annoying topic that almost everyone has probably had to deal with at some point. Weeds growing between paving stones, sidewalk slabs, and patio tiles can not only look unsightly but also cause problems. Today we want to look at some methods for weed control in joints and find out which methods can really get rid of weeds permanently. Enjoy watching. Why is weed in the joints even a problem? Weeds that grow in the joints can not only affect the aesthetic appearance of your patio, entrance, or garden path, but they can also cause structural problems. As weeds grow, they can widen the joints, which can lead to damage to the paving. Furthermore, the weeds can facilitate the penetration of water into the lower layers of the paving, which can cause frost damage. As you can see, weeds can not only be incredibly annoying, but can also cause damage. So what options do we have for combating weeds? And which methods really work? One way to combat weeds in the joints is to remove them mechanically. This can be done by scraping, pulling out, or removing them with a joint scraper or a joint brush. However, this method is often laborious and time-consuming, as wind can cause flying dirt and seeds to settle in the joints, so you have to keep on the ball and start again and again. The pressure washer is also used by some for weed elimination. However, eventually the joint material runs low, which can damage the paving. The high pressure of the water jet blasts the plants out of the joint. However, eventually the joint material runs low, which can damage the paving. Another option would be chemical weed killers. These so-called herbicides can provide a quick solution to eliminate weeds. However, they are very harmful to the environment, and in the long term, soil quality can be affected. Moreover, they are often non-selective and can also harm other plants. Since we want to strive for long-term ecological and safe weed removal, chemical treatment is immediately out of our options. Weed burners would also be an option to get rid of the weeds in the joints. But are they a long-term solution? The advantage is that in the green parts of the plant, heating causes protein coagulation, which leads to the plant dying, at least on the surface. Unfortunately, the heat from the burner doesn't reach the roots that are sitting in the ground. Thus, the plants grow back from the roots, and the weed burner has to be used multiple times. Additionally, fire also poses the risk of potentially damaging nearby vegetation due to the heat. In our view, the best way for permanent weed control in the joints is hot water. Here too, heat is used, targeting the coagulation of plant proteins. However, the water also reaches the roots and thus the entire plant, which is a big advantage over the weed burner. Additionally, using water is environmentally friendly and chemical-free. There are so-called hot water devices that are suitable for both professional gardening and hobby gardeners. Some time ago we tested the Weed Fox for you. We've linked the video about it in the video description. The Weed Fox is a hot water device that is filled with water and heats it up to a temperature of approx. It is heated to 90 degrees C. Using a watering stick, you can then apply the water precisely to the plants. In general, it can also be said that by being consistent, you can avoid some hassle with weeds. For example, you can already take good precautions by regularly sweeping your paved areas. Dead material and flying sand particles can indeed cause the joint to become a good breeding ground for airborne weed seeds. You can prevent this by sweeping regularly. But make sure that the joints stay filled and that over time all the joint material doesn't get washed out. By the way, there is also special joint sand that is supposed to prevent weeds from settling. We tested it out. You can find the link to the test video in the video description. The combination of regularly sweeping your areas and using heat. In our view, the hot water device represents the most effective and lasting solution for weed control in the joints. Feel free to share your tips for ecological and lasting weed control in the comments. We hope you enjoyed this little video. If so, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. Also, feel free to check out our other videos on the topic of weeds, the videos about Unkrautfuchs joint brushes and co. You'll find it in the video description. If you prefer the written word and are interested in gardening, feel free to check out our gardening magazine at www.gartenzeil.de or visit our Instagram channel. Until next time.